so I'm Alex Rakota from period 5, and for my pivotal moment, I chose to do when Lisa learns how to read and write.
Why did you choose that?
Because if she didn't learn to read and write, she could have died with the rest of the people she really loved, and when they all died, she was in the basement writing, and that could have been different if she didn't know how to write.
How did you make it?
I did like a stop motion thing, like where you write one letter and you take a picture of it, and then you do that, and eventually you put it all together, and it makes the whole thing.
How long did it take?
It took me a while. I spent like 4 hours making it.
What would you have done different if time and money were not issues?
If I had more time, I would have definitely made it a lot longer, because it's not very long, but it was a lot of work just to get it to the time it's at.
What grade would you give it and why?
I would give myself a 4 in work habits because I really worked hard on it and it took a lot of time. And in content knowledge, I would give myself 3 because I think I could have made it longer.
Okay, next project.
Got the hiccups. Okay, so I chose this scene when Max has his dream about fighting Hitler.
Why did you choose it?
I chose it because Hitler was the reason Max was in the basement about it, and I thought it was a pretty big part of it.
How did you make it?
I just drew it. I free drew it, and I had to paint all the letters on the bottom with glue, and I put sparkles on them.
What would you have done different if time and money were not issues?
If time wasn't an issue, I would have made it a lot bigger, because it's not huge, but...
What grade would you give it and why?
I would give myself a 4 because I worked hard on it, and yeah, it took some time, and yeah.
And what is your definition of a monster?
My definition of a monster is someone who doesn't care about anyone else except themselves, and they're willing to put them and their lives in danger just so they can be up there at the top.
Okay, last project.
Okay. Okay, so this is my book burning scene. I chose this scene because I thought it was a pretty big scene for Lisa, because she really loved to read and she kind of had to watch something she really loved burn to the ground.
How did you make it?
I used poster boards, and I just kind of cut them up, and then I painted the little poster board to look like ashes, and I put sparkles on them to look like ashes.
How long did it take?
It took like 3 hours.
What would you have done different if time and money were not issues?
If time wasn't an issue, I would have probably made it bigger if I had a lot more time to make it.
What grade would you give it and why?
I would give myself a 4 in work habits because I really thought about it, and I think I was pretty creative with it. And for content knowledge, I would give myself a 3 because I think I could have made it a little more detailed, but yeah.
What's your definition of a monster?
My definition of a monster is somebody who doesn't care about other people's thoughts or feelings or things they love and just wants everything for them. They just want it all.
Good job.